Hey, if you're a small business owner and you're trying to navigate how to optimize and improve your Google business profile along with your Facebook business page, I want to show you a simple video here of me walking through optimizing this A1 Moving service business profile and their Facebook page and kind of show you the strategy that I take on as a digital marketer so that you can do this for yourself or you can reach out and I'd be glad to help you with it as well. There's some simple things that I see a lot of businesses overlook, and so I want to showcase those in this video. So let's go. So this is A1 Moving. They are out of Paducah, Kentucky. Incredible group. They've given me permission to go through and help them with their page and show you guys as YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever platform you're watching from. And so we're just kind of going to take a look at this real quick before we really dive deep into it. Here's their profile. So they've got most of their information on here. I actually see a lot of businesses not even have their website. So good that they have their website, they have their phone number, they've got some pictures on here. Let's take a look at the pictures real quick. So not bad pictures. It's always good to continually add each week, add pictures to it. Let's see if they're using the Google updates. Okay, that's good. So this is a low-hanging piece of fruit for any business out there watching this, is to improve and add updates. So this is where you may have an offer, you may have an event, you may have a post, a review, whatever that may be. It's good to continuously and consistently add to that. And we've got social accounts here. That's good. Okay, so now what we want to do is we actually want to go into the edit profile. Also, I want to show, before we get too deep into this, if you're somebody that's trying to give access to a Google business profile, let me show you how to do that real quick. So you go into your Google account that your business account is on. And so for this, it's this one right here for me. And then you click the three dots right here. When you Google your business, you see this pop up. So you click these three dots, go to the business profile settings, page and access, and then you can add somebody into the agency. I'm not owner of this agency, so I can't physically add people to it, but if I did, that's where you would do it. So now what we want to do, the simple thing with the profile is just making sure that everything is filled out. And so I've already kind of taken a look here, and so for services, like there's just some topics. So we actually need to go in and fill all these out, but we'll get into that here in a second. The first part is we want to go to edit profile. One thing to note too, that your business name needs to match exactly what your business name is on your business card. I was looking at their business card. It looks like they've got a space here. And so I'm going to make sure it's got a space there. See, there's no space. So tiny details like that matter because your listings want you to see that everything is consistent. I actually had a profile, had a business friend actually get rejected because they had an S after their business was something custom, but they had customs on the business profile, and so it was getting rejected because of the S. So it's very critical that your business name, it matches identically to what it actually is. And we want to make sure that the business categories is correct, the description is correct, and it mentions certain keywords that we want to preface. And so this is a moving company, and so let's read it real quick. A1 Moving, we're understanding that the last thing you want to do is spend hours searching for countless moving companies online. That's why we made it easy for you to offering everything you need, one convenient place. As a family-oriented business, we take pride in providing professional packing and unpacking services along with free boxes and packing materials. We offer free in-house estimates cover all. Okay, so that's pretty good. And so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to come in here and copy this, and then I'm going to put a free tool. I've developed this AI business coach, and it's an expert at SEO, marketing, everything that you would need to help with your business, and so you can basically use it for free. I'll put the link down in the description below, and you're welcome to use it. But here we're actually going to train it. So I actually do this for every client that I have. So what I'm going to do is come in here to their website. This is A1 Moving's website. I'm going to copy all the content on it, and I'm going to come in here and say, I want you to learn everything you can about this moving business, and then help me optimize their Google business profile and Facebook page. Ask me any questions you may have. And so it's just going to go through, it's going to crawl the website, it's going to crawl the information that I gave it. And so the core offer is comprehensive moving services within a 5-hour radius of Paducah. So that's really good. It's got the hours there. So it's still going. Man, this is good. So if you don't know where to start, like, this is a tremendous leap forward in helping you get going to optimize your Facebook and Google profile. Your Google business profile and your Facebook business page are two incredibly free resources that have a huge opportunity to take your business to the next level. Okay, so that was pretty amazing. So now what we want to do is say, okay, can you help me optimize our Google business profile description to include our main services, keywords, and location keywords. And then I'm going to go back to the Google one and pull this one in. Copy. Here is what we have. Feel free to improve. And so while this is working, I'm actually going to come over here to the SEO marketing plan. And so people ask me all the time, like, what does SEO mean? SEO is not just one thing. It's so many different things working together. But in the simplest terms, it has to do with your Google business profile, keywords that are in your Google business profile, along with your website. So social accounts, optimized business page, including keywords. Keywords are like moving services near me. They are hands-off delivery. They are packaging delivery, Paducah, all those kinds of things. And so for now, we're going to focus on the Google profile. And so the big thing on the Google profile is we want to make sure that every section is filled out. So many people just don't fill out the sections. And so we want to provide Google with as much context to our services, our keywords, our business information, our hours, all that kind of stuff. And so that's the stream that we're going to do right now. The next piece would be consistent updates. So each week we want to make sure that your updates on the Google profile, you have some kind of post going there. I like to post reviews there once a week. I created automation to do that. And then a big thing is we want to increase the reviews. And so you want to be able to increase the reviews over what your competitors have. If your competitors have 50 reviews, you want to get 70. If they have 500 reviews, you want to get 600. You just need to look and see like what other competitors are in your area and try to get 10 to 20% more than they have. That's going to really help you rank. Along with that is replying to each of those reviews is crucial. And so you can do that manually, or I also have AI that can do that for you. So let's go back to the GPT and see what the description was that it gave us. Your trusted moving company in Paducah, Kentucky. At A1 Moving, we specialize in local and long-distance moves within 5 hours of Paducah, Kentucky, including Western Kentucky and surrounding areas. Whether you're moving across town or relocating to a new state, our experienced team provides professional moving, packing, and unpacking services with free boxes and packing materials included. Man, this is good. So I'm actually going to copy this. I'm going to come over here to our page. Now keep in mind we have to keep it within 750 characters, and so I'm actually going to ask it how many characters was that. And so then I'm going to say, hey, you need to keep it under 750. Google approved version. It already knew that, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so now we've got this version. It's got a few other areas in here like Paducah, Murray, Mayfield, Benton, and beyond, so I like that. I'm going to copy this. We're going to go over here. I'm going to paste it in. And one thing to note, we do want to take these out because it's like a dead indicator that yes, you used AI. Let's see, from Paducah and beyond, we've got you covered with dependable care. A1 Moving is a trusted family-owned moving company based in Paducah, Kentucky, serving, and we serve within a 5-hour radius. We specialize in local and long distance moves, offering professional packing and unpacking services, free boxes. I'm going to say free boxes, materials, and free in-home estimates. Whether you're moving across town or across state, we're fully insured and committed to make your smooth, safe, and stress-free. I'll say our goal is for moving to be hands-off for you and handle the heavy lifting. From Paducah to Murray, Mayfield, Benton. I'm going to put some of the bigger cities in here. From Paducah to Memphis, Nashville, St. Louis, Louisville, and beyond. We've got you covered. Dependable, friendly service that you can count on. Okay, we're going to save that. So it takes a few minutes for Google to say, yep, that's good. The other thing we want to look at is the business category. And for the categories, we actually use a free tool called GMB Everywhere, and it allows us to look up our business and then other businesses to understand, hey, what are those main categories that people are using? And so I just did moving Memphis, Tennessee, just to kind of see what some of these other bigger companies are using. And so they're doing moving and storage service, mover, Goldsmith Affordable Moving. So they're just a mover. Number one, Best Choice Moving. So they do have storage service in here. Mover. So with this, you can come in. So kind of a cool tool with GMB Everywhere is you can kind of come in and see like what other related categories could we use and see like how many searches they're getting. So you can see that mover gets 301,000, moving company 300. So those are pretty good. Freight forward service. So I'm going to add a couple of these here. I think what we do is moving supply shop. So I'm going to pull this to another page or screen, and we're going to come in here to the business category, and then we're going to add moving and storage service, and then we're going to add moving company, and one more. I'm going to say transportation service. And I'm going to hit save. And just to refresh on why I did those, so transportation service had 135K searches, moving company had 301, moving and storage service had 331. So I think those would be good. And these are something that we can always change back if we needed to. And so now we're just going to go through and make sure that everything's filled out. We've got a website, we've got our Facebook profile, that's good. Business location. So if you have a brick and mortar, it's good to put your business location here. But if you're like these guys and you're providing services that's kind of, statewide or, across multiple states, it's okay to put in your service area. So for this, I might even put in like Murray, Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky, Marion, Illinois. Sikeston, Missouri. I'm just kind of curious if we come over to Sikeston and we look at moving. Nope, that's if I can spell it right. Yeah, see, they're not even pulling up for, like Sikeston, Missouri. So that's a pretty big town, a decent sized town, across the river from us over here. And so we could also put in, I think that's good. All right, so now we're going to come down and we're just going to look at the different areas, make sure they're filled out. All this looks pretty good. They've actually done a lot filling all that out, so that's good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back out of here. So it'll take a little bit for that to it'll take a little bit for those to take effect. And so now what we want to do is go into the edit services category. And so they've got a few pieces in here. We would just want to add a little bit more context, right? And so if we go, let me hop over on their website. Local moves, packing services. So I'm going to tell the GPT, can you read these and provide service descriptions for the Google profile based on their website? I'm going to come back over here and just see what we've got. So one thing to note on the website, typically if I'm setting up a website and I've got a business that has multiple service areas, what I'm going to do is create our locations that we serve menu, and that's going to have like some of those big, big city locations. So Paducah, Louisville, Memphis, Nashville, and basically each of those have their own page. And so that is going to help the ranking combine with Facebook and Google. So just keep in mind, there's not like one magic bullet that like you put this one word on here and it magically, poof, you're ranking number one. It goes back to this. Like we need to be consistent. That's why I have this right here. We need to be consistent with our titles, with our descriptions, and our keywords. And if you want to think about keywords, it's basically like, do you have more keywords than your competitors? And so we want to stack those keywords on your Google profile, your website, your Facebook, on your Facebook account, but not only there, but also your Facebook posts, your Google business updates. They all kind of play together. That's kind of the strategy. Like we want to take a multi-layer strategy to making sure that we have more keywords and better text than our competitors. Okay, so we're back over to the GPT, and here's the different services that we've got. These are pretty good. I like them. And let me see if there's a number. So local moving, we can be under 300 characters. So can you make sure that those are within 300 characters? And also include help us rank locally for those. Okay, so this is like your guide. You're able to communicate with it real time, and it's truly incredible. Like I use it every day. I don't copy and paste it, but it's something that I use every day to really kind of hone in and brainstorm. I may ask it questions. I actually like using the voice version of it, and that's over here to where we can just talk with it, which is pretty cool. So you can have this in the background on the side screen and be working while you're just like live talking to a AI business coach that's trained on your business. Pretty cool. Okay, so let's look at the first service here. Let's go for local moving. Let's see if the GPT did one for local moving. Yep. Here we go. So we're going to copy this. We're going to paste it. Trusted local movers in Paducah, Kentucky and surrounding areas. We offer hands-off, fast, and affordable moving services within a 5-hour radius of Paducah, Kentucky. Our Western Kentucky moving team ensures careful handling, on-time delivery, and a stress-free experience. Cool, I like it. So hit save. Next is, let's see what we got now. Long distance moving. So I'm gonna come over here and find the long distance one. Out of town moves. I'm gonna say long reliable long distance movers. I'm gonna say moving services from Paducah, serving Western Kentucky and nearby states. We provide secure real-time updates and professional care from pickup to delivery. Let us handle the heavy lifting. Can be with you during the move. Cool. And then packing services. That's a big one. Nobody likes to pack. So let's go in here and find packing, moving related packing. And so professional packing and unpacking services using top quality materials, to protect fragile and heavy items. We provide it all. Belonging safe and organized. Cool. And so I'm actually going to see if I can change the name of that. Nope. Okay, business and corporate related moving. I'm going to say moving for a job change. Actually, what I'm going to do is do this. Job relocation service. And then we'll come in and I'm going to say, can you make me a description for job relocation? Boom. And then we'll come in and for that, we're going to come in and do this. 226, good. Helping families move for new career opportunities. We provide secure, timely delivery. Cool. Come back up. Let's see. Move-in assistance. Our Paducah Move-In Assistance Team helps you unload, pack, and replace items exactly where they found them. Start your Yeah, stress-free. Man, I need to hire these guys when next time I move. Okay, so the next one was move out, efficiently move out. So we're gonna come in here, we're gonna add a custom service for move out. Save. Come down here, add this to it. Removal care. When leaving your old home or office. Helps with leaving your old home office and clean, ready. Cool. I'm going to refresh just to get a fresh version of it. Go back to edit services. Interstate moving. Okay, what about a service for senior citizens? So you can just go back and forth with it like this and brainstorm with it, allow it to provide you some context, then you take it and run with it from that. Like, it's a really great tool. Have fun with it, like you're not gonna break it. You can always go back in and change or delete. So the more context that you can give Google about your business, the better. So we put that in. Let's see if we've got transportation category moving. All right, so we've filled out all these. I think that's really good. All right, one thing to note about the photos. If you upload your photos from your phone, that's great because and take the picture from your phone, that's great because it's going to embed the Google latitude and longitude into the picture. If you don't do that and you're uploading it from your computer, you can use a plugin. I don't remember what it's called, but it allows you to. You can use some different software to like embed the actual location data into the photo, and that's going to help rank higher as well. So it's always a good practice on the photos to add photos every single week with jobs, with testimonials, with just don't overcomplicate it. Make it day in the life pictures and go. Okay, on the Google profile, we really want to make sure on the reviews that the business is replying to the reviews. That is crucial. It shows customers that you're active. It shows Google that you're active, and actually replying to your reviews alone will actually help you rank higher. And so I'm glad to see that 2 weeks ago they replied to it. That's great. So make sure if you're a business owner, get in the habit of replying to the reviews, even if it's just thank you. If you're somebody that doesn't have time to reply to them, let me know because I've got an AI bot that will actually reply empathetically for you as the business owner so you don't have to. So that's great. I'm glad to see that. We just mentioned doing a Google Business update. And so I'm actually going to go take a previous Facebook post that these guys did. Okay, so now let's go over to Facebook. And so just by looking at Facebook, like, it looks like we've got some room for improvement on the header page and also the icon here. I don't see the logo in either of these, and I see A1 moving, but it doesn't really tell me in a quick snapshot. Like, you got 2 seconds, someone hits your profile, they're looking at it real quick, they're browsing at it, and they may hop. And so this is something where we want to improve that image. And so I've actually created one, so let's go pull that in. So I'm going to upload a photo. I've actually created this one. There we go. That looks good. Now let's update this with the logo. So see profile, choose profile picture. And here's where I'm going to upload a photo. And so I've pulled in their logo. It should be good. Okay, so see how it's kind of cropping off the number here? I'm actually going to go into Canva. Canva is your best friend if you're a business owner. I'm going to go back out and find the logo. Okay, so I'm gonna come back over here and I'm just gonna make this logo just a little smaller. Make sure it's centered. There we go. I'm gonna download. I'm gonna do transparent background, current page, boom. And then I'm gonna discard, come back in here, choose profile picture, upload, and pick up this next one. There we go. It's saving. Cool. Now we're looking good. We're looking more professional now. If we were to view this, how's it looking from my page? See, now it shows our logo up there, clearly recognizable. It's got the website. Boom. I like it. Okay, cool. So let's go back to monitoring like we're them. Let's go back to manage their profile. And so I'm glad to see that they've got some featured sections here. That's great. A lot of businesses don't leverage the featured area. The next part is we want to come into the about area. See what kind of categories we have here. Moving and storage services. Let's just see what else is. Home mover. There we go. Let's see. I like that. Moving services, storage, home mover. Okay. They've got their address here. That's good. Website. Down here. Email, phone number. Good deal. Diversity, price range. Some of this stuff, like, you don't have to put in. I mean, this would be a great one to repost. Great review. So now we're going to edit the bio. So we have 154 characters. So we're going to come over here to the GPT Business Coach and help me create a Facebook bio description and under the right word count. Oh, that's beautiful. Nope. Go back to Facebook. Make sure we put the space in there. Is a trusted family-owned moving service in Paducah, Kentucky. We provide local, long distance, and packing services within a 5-hour radius. Fully insured and committed to make every move safe and stress-free. I like it. They've got the other information here. Actually, the service area here, we could do Memphis, Tennessee, St. Louis, Louisville, Kentucky, Lexington, Kentucky, Murray, Cape Girardeau, Missouri, Sikeston, Missouri. Okay, we've hit too many, so I'm going to take out that. Okay, now I'm going to hit save. Alright, so as far as the Facebook business page itself goes, I think we're pretty good. Like, it looks really sharp. The header image looks nice and clean, professional. It's got the information we need to include our website, phone number. It's got the logo on there. We've updated the description. We've updated a few categories. can you make me a social post for the Google business profile, and good grief, make it really focused on the pain of what we help solve, short and sweet, with a clear call to action. And this is going to create a post for you that we can put on Facebook and also Google. So anytime in business, like, you solve a problem, your business exists because you solve a problem. And so many times we create social content, or when we talk about the features and the benefits and all that kind of stuff. But if people don't know that's what they need, but they relate with the emotional pain that they're in. And so that could be backache, that could be overwhelm, that could be overstimulation. Feeling overwhelmed with moving, great. And say, okay, great, let's use less emojis. So we'll come in here, we're going to do this, we're going to copy what? Okay, we're going to copy this here, feeling overwhelmed by moving. Going to do this. Call today, so that's not good enough. We need to actually include the phone number. So I'm going to put the phone number in. We want to include the website. See, their clear call to action. Feeling overwhelmed by moving. So that could also say, like, are you moving soon? Job relocation, like all those different services, those are all post ideas. So packing service, heavy lifting, A1 moving, we handle everything. We handle every box and every detail, so you don't have to. And on time. Just take out that so it doesn't look like AI. And post. So it'll take a minute for that to go. Sometimes 10 minutes or so. But that's good. That could also be a Facebook post. So I feel good with that. Now what I want to show is my Facebook strategy. So if we come back over here, this is a fantastic strategy if you don't have a lot of money you want to spend on ads. The Facebook group strategy is a way that you can get your content out in front of a huge audience these people don't follow you. And so the strategy here is to increase the visibility to people who don't follow you. And so we want to think through, like, where are people that are your ideal clients? Where are they hanging out online, specifically in Facebook groups? You could also apply this to LinkedIn groups as well. But you want to find those, classified groups, the buy and sell trade groups in your city or surrounding cities that you serve, hobby groups, parents, all that kind of stuff. And so I'm going to take you through how we do that right now. So we're going to come over here to the home page here. We're going to go to groups. And so they have not done any groups. So we're going to look for, like, Paducah Classifieds. And so here's all these groups. So this one has 36,000 people in it. So we're going to join that. For sale in Paducah and surrounding areas. For sale in Mayfield, Marshall, Paducah. Hey, those are the areas that we serve. um, no, I am not. Have you? No. Yeah, some of these are pretty interesting. West Kentucky Classifieds. RUS, I am for sure. Yes, in Paducah. Respond something other than yes or no. Love Kentucky. Okay, Lono Classifieds. Paducah Sell Trade. Paducah Events. Paducah Classifieds. Paducah's For Rent Classifieds. These would be good ones that people are probably moving. Apartments for rent. For sale in Paducah. Those are great. Paducah homes for rent or sale. I mean, these are people that are actively like renting, they're selling, they're buying, and so these are great ones to be a part of. Yes, in Paducah for 203. Okay. And some of these won't allow your business page to post, and that's fine. Just go to the next one. So all these are potential candidates, so I'm not going to spend. So you could do the same thing with like Memphis, or actually let's do Nashville. Selling, buy, trade, community, 40,000 people. Middle Tennessee, buy, sell, promote, 24,000 people. Yard sale groups, people in yard sale, moving to Nashville. New to Nashville. Just join all these groups. The people are potentially moving and that kind of stuff. Moving to Kentucky. I bet there's a group. Move to Kentucky. Land for sale. Boom. 19,000 people. 8,000 people moving to Kentucky. What brings you love Kentucky? It's home. That's all. Okay, cool. Growing up in Kentucky. Moving to Kentucky, resources and referrals you can't live without. Moving South Central Kentucky. Road trips, public, moving to Lexington, Kentucky. Okay, that's enough for this example. I literally joined all these groups. I mean, there's a bunch. Okay, so we just did this step. We joined like 40 groups from the page, and you want to do it from your business page. Now the next step is we want to make a post. So we want to go to the business Facebook page. I'm saying, hey, you've got 300 followers. Maybe let's see how many these guys have. So they've got 118 followers, and that's okay. This strategy gets them in front of hundreds of thousands of people. So we're going to create a post from the business page, and we want that to be educational, entertaining, or something that's relatable. We want to make sure in every single post we include the phone number so it's easy to get a hold of the business owner. When we want to include a website with the call to action as well. Every post you want to have that for multiple reasons. A, we want to make it super easy on the customer for them to be able to find you and reach out to you. B, remember how I said keywords? We're trying to stack keywords. We're also trying to stack links. So every time you create a social post, that's a backlink to referencing your website. And so you want to make sure that you're making 1,000 posts a year or whatever that is. Like, you want to make sure that maybe you're making, a couple posts a week. You want to make sure that every post has your website link to it. So let's go back here. Let's get this Facebook post. And so let's come back over here to Facebook. We're going to create this. Let's just use the image we used for the header. Okay, so now I want to make a social post. I'm coming back over here to the business coach, and I'm basically rewriting this post here, and I really want it to relate with when you're moving. You have to get all the boxes and pack it up and wrap everything, and that's what these guys do. And so I really want to capture like the emotional sense of like, hey, this is going to help solve that problem. So let's see what kind of post it will do for me. This isn't good enough. Like, I want to meet somebody where they're at, like they're thinking about moving, and that's when like we want to figure out like that trigger mechanism for when they're about to make the decision. And so I'm gonna be hard on chat here and say like, oh, need to be more focused. Where they are, and make this decision. About where to get all boxes and package up. So something like moving soon. Okay, let's see what it does here. Moving soon? Don't waste time searching for boxes and packing supplies. A1. Every move. I like it. Okay, so I like that. So we're gonna come back over here. Moving soon? Don't waste time searching. Boxes, packing material, every move. We handle plus don't have to. not the packing and unpacking. Call today or request your free in-home estimate. Moving made easy. Kentucky. And then we're going to put our website on here. We're going to put our website, so we're going to put that here. I don't remember the guy's number. And bring that over here. Cool, I'm liking it. All right, moving soon. Don't waste your time searching for boxes or packing. At A1, we include the free boxes, packing materials. All right, so I really like this post. So moving soon. Don't waste time searching for boxes or even packing everything up. At A1, we packing materials, labeling, and full hands-off packing services with every move. We handle the heavy lifting plus all the tiny details. You don't have to. We make moving simple so you can focus on the next chapter, not the unpacking. I like it. Make moving simple, and it's moving made simple there. Call us today. Clear call to action. We've got some popular hashtags, so this is really good, guys. And so we're gonna hit post. 5563, just making sure it's posted right here. Post settings, audience, and so I'm gonna hit post. All right, here's where the cool part comes in. We're gonna go on the mobile device and we're gonna initiate this step of the strategy. So we've posted to our page and now we're gonna share it out to the groups like this. And the key is to do it on your mobile phone, because if you do it on your desktop or on the web, you're only able to share to one group at a time and it takes forever. And so I'm actually gonna share from my phone. That way you can watch along and see. Okay, so I'm going to navigate to the page, A1 Moving LLC. I'm going to scroll down until I see the post. So there's the post right there. And so now I'm going to share this out to all these different Facebook groups. So moving to Tennessee, Paducah events, moving to Nashville. I've probably joined maybe 25. There's way more out there that we could join. So I basically keep track of where the last one I went to. And so new to Nashville is the one I'm going to post to next time. You can only do 10 at a time. So I've selected 10. And you can put a little message in here like share with a friend who is moving soon. And then I'm going to do it again. And so I'm going to go down to new to Nashville. And just select all these. And so the next one's going to be relocating to Tennessee. Whoop. So share with a friend who is moving soon. Relocating to Tennessee for rent classifieds. Moving to Lexington. Cool. So that just put us in front of like, I don't know, 250, 300,000 people that don't follow the page. And so if you're looking for a way to get your message, get your product, your service in front of an audience, your ideal audience, and you don't want to spend a ton on advertising, that is a way to do it. Relate with the problem, so moving, overwhelmed, whatever that may be, and then share it out to the different groups that has your ideal audience. So if I come over here and refresh this, we can see that we shared that out to 25 groups within just a few minutes. So that's pretty cool. Those groups stay there. So the next time you have a post, create that and save it, share it out to the groups. All right, so the next step in that is you want to basically switch to your personal account on Facebook and share it out to your local group of friends. And so your personal page probably has a lot more people that follow your page, and so you want to let them know about your cool business, about your great service that you have. So go ahead, search for your business page from your personal page, and so share that out to your personal audience so that they can see your amazing services that you have, and maybe they know somebody that is connected to somebody moving or whatever that specific service that you have is. And so that's how the Facebook group strategy works. Super simple, super easy. It allows you to get in front of an audience that maybe doesn't follow you, and you're not having to run paid ads, which is cool. And then just to recap, from the SEO side of things, we worked on the Google business profile. We updated every section with consistency, with keywords related to the services that we have, along with the location that we serve. We made an update for that Google profile, and then we made sure that the reviews are being responded to. And then the next part of that would be to ask for reviews. So anytime you have a service, whether you're a practitioner or a plumber or a moving service, anytime you get done with that business review, like you get done serving that client and they're happy, like, hey, it would mean the world to us if you'd leave us a review on Google. And so you can either point them to your Google page, or you can have something simple like a QR code that can quickly navigate them there. So the next piece that we went and optimized their social media business page with those optimized keywords, categories, the post that included the SEO keywords for it as well. And so that's really all encompassing into social media. The next part would be the website, making sure that the title tags like moving services within a 5-hour radius of Paducah, Kentucky, having separate pages for like every service that you offer that we have on the Google profile. I'd recommend a page for each of those. Same thing for the location pages. We want to have a dedicated page for keyword in that city, state, location. And then the next way to add keywords would be a blog page. That's going to allow you to really have storytelling on a blog page. You're really going to be able to stack up the keywords, and then there's some complicated coding and that kind of stuff. But all these things that we talked about today are things that you can use free services for. And if you'd like to use my GPT, the Business Coach GPT that I used during this video, feel free to comment the word business coach and I'll send it to you. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great week.